this is the first cigar I ever reviewed on YouTube. Let's check it out. So this is the first cigar I ever reviewed on YouTube, and so just watch the video right here in the corner. You can see my long hair, you can see I didn't know what the heck I was doing. It was really unplanned. I'm holding the phone and it's all shaky. You know, I still don't really know what I'm doing, but that was the first cigar I did on YouTube. I had a website for like a year. It didn't work out, and yeah, so I switched to YouTube because I feel like it's just more engaging. It's easier to post a video. You can edit easier, and so yeah, I mean, it's just funny though, you know, how 7 years you can change, 7 or 8 years. Yeah, so I've had this cigar, ever since then. It's one of my first cigars, and this is to commemorate Rocky Patel's birth year. Has an Ecuadorian Habana wrapper, Nicaraguan fillers, and yeah, let's get right into it. It's super old, so hopefully the cap doesn't crack on me. I've got a fan going, so it's really, hopefully I can toast it properly. See, when you age cigars, can you see that? The cap can become brittle. You can see the wrapper is starting to crack. With age, some cigars, they age well. Some cigars, they don't age well. And this is definitely one that aged really well. It's smoothed out. It still has this sort of like cedar. I remember it had like a floral character. It definitely still has that, like in the retrohale. I've had cigars that I've aged and I'm like, it tastes bland, it tastes flat. Some of them just kind of enhance and get smoother and creamier, and this is definitely that, And the problem with aging cigars is you lose specific characteristics sometimes, I've noticed, but it's smoother and it's creamier, and this is a cigar where it's like that. It's like ultra creamy and smooth, and it's refined, but it's almost like it doesn't have one or two flavors. I mean, it's kind of woody, it's kind of a little bit of spicy, but it's really just a good aged cigar, And so that's why I like aging. That's where the whole cellophane debate comes into play. Like, if you put cellophane on, they won't age as well. That's what they say. But if you take it off, they'll marry together, and maybe you don't want that. I'm telling you what, this is pretty good. It's still cedary. It still has that that floral note that I liked before. It's just, it lost some spice. It lost some characteristic to it, but it's still super smooth through the nose. You can retrohale aged cigars through the nose, no problem. It's creamier. It almost has a sort of like fermented tobacco flavor, which I really, really like. It's really darn good. So let's get down a little farther here, shall we? And I forgot to mention I'm drinking one of my signature drink things again. Check out my last video. It's bourbon, ginger syrup, and lime juice. Really, really good. We are back, the last third. I didn't record the second third because not a lot changed. But, and I keep knocking the ash off. I wanted to show you how pretty white the ash is. It's about 1 inch long. I mean, nothing impressive, but certainly nothing bad. Still a great draw, great burn, and the flavors are creamy and smooth, and that kind of, that aged tobacco flavor that I just can't describe. And it still has that unique floral cedar sort of mix, which I think this blend really accommodates. It's a kind of a unique blend, and Rocky Patel has so many blends that I don't really think they get credit. Sometimes they, blends kind of get overshadowed a lot. And with 7 years of age, this blend really, I think, has kind of blossomed. And so, yeah, I think if you have one of these, if you see them anymore, I don't even know if they're in production anymore. But if you see them, pick one up. They're kind of unique. They're not amazing, but it's just really interesting how 7 years of age can make a cigar like, wow, it's like, that's impressive, So, yeah, and I love that floral cedar combo.
This thing is just spicy, a little cedar, little cocoa, lasts long on the tongue. It's great.
It's great.
Christmas present. I think Michael bought this for $15 with a sampler pack.
Anyway, it's great.
This thing is $5 it's just great. There's no problem with construction, no problem with draw or burn. It just shows to prove that you can get a great stick, if you look, for $2.
$2? Did I really get that for $2?
I look at There's Cigar Bit, I think, Cigar Auctioneer or something like that. There's tons of great websites out there. You guys probably know this, but I want to recommend the 1961. This is just great. Kudos.
Kudos. Who says kudos?